Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, the one and only LORD, Velhomin. You already know what it is. Difficult video to make. Not in the sense of like I'm quitting or you know what I mean, or giving up or I'm done with YouTube or nothing to that extent. Just difficult in the sense that hitting the record button is a struggle for me, and it has been. Obviously, there's a reason I've been gone, right? Multiple reasons at that. As you can see from the background, this is not the same thing that y'all are used to. I moved. And anyone who was familiar with moving knows that moving is a pain in the ass, specifically when it comes to putting stuff back together, finding stuff for your new apartment, which is what I'm currently living in. Not a house, unfortunately. Soon to come. Soon as in like a few years off from that still. But there's nothing wrong with living in an apartment. Pardon me if I get sidetracked. Y'all know how my brain works. I'm trying to make this as non-edited as possible, or unedited, rather. And my mind is gonna blank. I never work with a script. I probably will never work with a script. You can probably cue this up later if I end up doing one with a script. This is a necessary video. I wanted to do one of these videos prior to me just jumping back into recording for y'all, right? I didn't want to just pop up with a new video and then spend however long it takes for me to get my thoughts out to y'all about my absence and then how things will go moving forward. I don't want to waste that amount of time in a first day out type situation. So I'm here. It's an update video. It's been a while. Been a long ass while since the last update video, let alone been a long while since my last uploaded video. I'm gonna keep the edits to a minimum because I don't want this video to be long. I'm trying to keep my thoughts together, clear and concise, short, brief, whatever the fuck you want to refer to it as. But yeah, I moved. That's the big thing. That's the main big thing. And getting acclimated with the new apartment, with the new area. I'm still where I was at, just in a different city. Didn't move states, so fortunately, right? Because moving states, as much as I'm old, bro. Y'all know I'm old. I'm up there in age. I'm old. So I've moved a plethora of times in my life, a lot of them being state to state moves. But yeah, new place, kind of cool. It's obviously not done. Paneling in the back is, do your research, because I spent money on this paneling, right? And if I look up, y'all have to excuse me. My TV is right here. And my camera is right here on the right side of my desk, as opposed to it being on the left. I'm so used to looking over here. It's much more natural, but the way I have everything set up, I just think it works better for the camera to be right here for now. But yeah, I've been in here for a while, bro, and I just have not gotten everything together the way it needs to be put together or the way I envisioned it. And part of that is ruined by the fact that I bought these panels thinking that they're much longer, much wider, and they're not. And they're kind of expensive. Can I afford it? Yes. Do I want to? Not all in one sitting. So over time, as As time goes on, the room will evolve into what I more or less want it to look like. So that's the first thing, moving. And with that, I was already kind of like, I think I came off of vacation. I don't think I recorded after vacation like I was supposed to. So vacation into a move into injuries. A lot of you may or may not know I'm a veteran, disabled at that. And now, when you say the word disabled, it's a little bit more. It sounds like worse, than it may or may not be. But I've got several issues from head to toe, essentially, and my body has been actively fighting against me. Frequently, I've gone through a series of injuries, none serious enough to put me in the hospital. Thankfully, blessed for that. Thank the Lord. But there's still injuries nonetheless. And while injuries don't necessarily prevent me from recording videos, they do put me in a mental state that's very, very, very low. Now, mentally, I've been doing fantastic to an extent. And when I say fantastic, it's in comparison to a few years back, to where I was doing potentially the worst ever, passing my father, etc. There's numerous amounts of things that went on in my life to where living life was not what it is today. But there some of the times where I would get injured, I wouldn't be able to sit for periods of time, or I just wouldn't be able to sit comfortably. So sitting in the gaming chair was just not. It just would not have been a thing. Now, coming off of that, no longer injured, feel good. Go back to work, do my daily routines, attempt to go to the gym, get injured again, not from the gym, right? Because I know how to take care of my body to a certain extent. But, like I said, I'm getting up there in age, and my bodily, I'm not editing that out. My body actively hates me. So I've just gone back and forth with injuries, and while I'm doing okay right now, I don't know if it can get triggered at any point in time, because initially I got injured for simply bending over, and then just something in my back, it's my nervous system and the disc in my back. Everything is just shot, bro. And that comes with military service sometimes. So just something that I've been dealing with. So it's a back and forth on the physical side, and then that back and forth leads to my mental state, not necessarily being on the up and up. So there's that. I don't want to go too deeply into that. I think that's a very surface level way of saying, I've just been fucked up, and life has been lifing. And y'all are no stranger when it comes to lifing for me, because I've expressed that through various updates in the past and just various videos in the past. And then here's the other point. When you take a break from content creation, primarily recording on YouTube, because I have been still up maintaining streaming to an extent. Tuesdays is typically the days that I stream consistently. Like, I'm there every week, damn near. And if the two brothers I stream with, they don't require me to be here. They're great on their own. They can do that shit themselves, but with the two of them. But it just holds me to a certain standard of like, hey, bro, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up for them, because we're all part of this big thing, and I don't want to flake out. Not to say that I want to flake out on the YouTube community, because that's where I put most of my stock at. I actually, despite it not necessarily showing through the consistency, there is a passion there to make content for YouTube. This is where I'm. Streaming is cool. I can be laid back, calm, cool, collect on stream, play whatever I want to play on stream. The format is different. If you've been to a Twitch stream, which is twitch.tv/Velhomin, then y'all know how a stream goes for me. and how it differs from the typical YouTube content. But YouTube is just or Twitch is just a Twitch, bro. It's Twitch is Twitch. If you know, you know. Um, but hitting this record button, even now, even today, I'm not prepared. I'm not fully prepared. There was a message at the beginning of the video. Do it tired. I don't necessarily like that message at all, but maybe because there's a battle going on there with that. So I'm currently I'm doing this tired. I'm tired. I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be recording. I don't want to be doing something that makes me feel vulnerable. And this makes me feel vulnerable. Talking about myself and what I'm going through typically makes me feel vulnerable. And that's just not a feeling that I like to feel, because I've multiple times in the past when I've been vulnerable, it has not been safe for me to be vulnerable. But I would like to think that the community that I've developed would allow me to be safe with y'all, and safe and vulnerable with y'all. So, y'all deserve at bare minimum, y'all deserve this. There will be videos to come, but at bare minimum, I wanted to get this video out prior to just showing up and being, hey, I'm back. Make the typical jokes that that a nigga makes when he comes back. But recording, like, I feel like I've expressed this in great detail prior in other videos, but it's just like, this is me, the fist is me, and there's the hand, my right hand is the wall, right? And it's just like, every time I go to do something, or I get prepped, or I give myself the amount of time that I need to hit that record button to make a video, it just feels as if it feels horrible to do. And I believe Markiplier explained this better than I can, but it's just like, I'm going and I want to do it. Laziness is like not wanting to do something. Like, look it up. Look it up. I implore you to Google. But like, creating content is something that I want to do. Playing video games is something that I want to do. And I still have those moments to where, like, even when it comes to doing things that I love doing, that I thoroughly enjoy doing, I'm still hitting a wall. So getting myself to do those things while running into a wall, it doesn't cause physical pain, bro, but it causes pain. And it blocks me from doing what I intend to do frequently. But the only way to get over that is to smash through the wall somehow. And I don't think I'm smashed through the wall completely, but we'll get there. We'll break that wall down, piece by piece. So those are kind of the three main points, or the three existing reasons as to why I have not been existing on YouTube. And I felt that it was important for me to get this off. You know what I mean? I know the energy in this video is probably not up there. There's no funny edits. It's just me being vulnerable with the community that I have built. And numbers have not dropped in terms of subscribers, and I appreciate y'all for that. But at the same time, I know no one's waiting for a video for me. And if you are, you have my condolences. What? I deeply apologize, bro, because I understand. I know I'm not your favorite. That's neither here nor there, but some of y'all may genuinely enjoy getting videos from me, and not delivering on that front, I understand, can be frustrating, because I get frustrated when some of my favorite content creators don't be posting. But at the same time, I realize we are all human, so why am I getting mad at someone for not doing something? Because life be life, and for all of us. So we're gonna take this one step at a time. Resident Evil, moving forward with content that's to be released in the following weeks. You will be getting a Resident Evil Rec Room playthrough. That's going to happen before anything else happens. I'm already late on it. I don't want to be any later than I already am. Then we will, of course, knock out that last episode, those last two episodes, which will be one video of Dispatch. Um, it's gonna be horrible though. It's gonna be. I don't remember anything from that game. So when I boot it back up, I'm not about to replay through all the episodes and then do the last few episodes. I'm just not. I'm just not doing that. And I understand that I have Little Nightmares 2 to finish as well. And then there's a topic of Little Nightmares 3 and then Reanimal that recently released. On top of that, the other thing that I've been putting off has just released another installation of the game. Poppy Playtime, Chapter 5, recently released. I have not done Chapter 3. I have not done Chapter 4. And now I have to do Chapter 5. So these are things that are in the hat. Requiem is definitely coming first before any and everything. Then those other things will come over time, and then obviously I'll try and mix in some indie horror. And I want to get into, I want to look into doing other games that are maybe not necessarily horror based, but could still be funny for the channel and be entertaining. So if you do have recommendations, please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, you just go get whatever I got going for y'all. But this is already 17 minutes worth of video that, you know what I mean? I didn't want the video to be so long. Don't worry, the energy will be where it needs to be on the actual legitimate first video back. You'll get your A. You'll get your A. You'll get your A there. But this is about as much as I need to say. To keep it short at least, because if not, then I'll just keep talking and then 30 minutes will pass, and I don't have it in me to edit or whatever the case may be a 30-minute video. Not right now. Not in this video. I don't feel like doing that, especially when it's just me talking, bro. But yeah, I hope y'all have been doing well physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and due to the strenuous ass times that we live in financially. Enjoy the rest of y'all's whenever y'all watch this, day, evening, morning, night, whatever the case may be, man. As always, I appreciate y'all, love y'all, thank y'all.